Let's go.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Y'all doing good? It's another week, the Lab Tech Show. I got my man Revis here. How you doing, sir?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. How's it going with you?
Hey, man, I'm hanging in there, brother. We're hanging in there. No problems. We good. Got another great week.
All right.
That's all I can say. A great week. So look, we got 4 stories that we're going to talk to you today about, and they may seem unrelated, but they're all pointing to the same thing. All right. Google is taking away Assistant and replacing it with something new. Companies are using more of your data to decide what prices you see. Netflix and Disney are offering free plans, but those come with ads and more tracking. And OpenAI, ChatGPT, is removing message limits because the goal is to get AI into more of your daily life. Now, when you add it all together, formula for you, and it becomes real clear. And basically it means convenience that shapes your choices. The easier these services become, the more influence they have over what you buy, what you watch, what you pay, and even how you interact with technology every day. So look, it's the Lab Tech Show. We're going to break all that stuff down. We got one poll question that we would like, if you're watching on your phone, to help us out with. If you're watching on your phone, what do you think the government should take more priority in eliminating or adding regulation? You see it right there on the screen. AI, flock cameras, surveillance pricing, subscription fees, or food? 1 through 5. Let us know if you're watching in the comments. 1 through 5. Which one should they take more priority over? All right. So look, it is time for the Lab Tech Show. Look forward to seeing you. Let's go.
I can't believe this.
Ma'am, any reason you were speeding tonight?
I'm trying to get home to watch the Lab Tech Show.
I'm gonna let you go because I don't want you getting left behind.
Man, they're about to break down something crazy tonight.
Turn on the lab.
Welcome to the Lab Tech Show. We start now.
It's about to be good right here.
Oh yeah, we here. Another edition of the Lab Tech Show, y'all. My name is Tall Boy. I'd like to welcome you. Thank you so much. Please share the show with 2 or 3 people. Let them know what we're doing. Shout out to everybody over at Chatter, and shout out to everybody over at Fanbase. If you're watching, please feel free to come on over here to the Lab Tech Show and interact with us in real time. If you're watching right now, tell 2 or 3 people what we got going on. You know how we drop it. We put it down. We need you to pick it up. So tell 2 or 3 people what we got going on. Just share the link. Just, hey, share 2 or 3 of your friends. Tell them to pull up. Fellas, the statistics show, and they prove that y'all are in the comment, that y'all watch the show. The women are commenting, but I need the fellas. Come on, comment. Help a brother out. HBO, help a brother out. All right, come on. So fellas, no question is a stupid question. Ladies, encourage the men to get in the comments, and that's how we're going to roll around here today. All right, Revis, what's up, man?
Oh, man, I am here, man. It's another week, and we still breathing, living, and moving and everything. It's a great week.
Hey, man, I'm not complaining about any of that. We had a poll question. You guys see it in the chat right now. What do you think the government should take more priority in eliminating or adding regulation? So go ahead and let us know what you think that is. Right now, the poll on YouTube, which is not going to be showed on the show, is currently stating that 60% say it should be AI and 40% is saying it should be flock cameras. But then over here on the actual show, people are saying food. So we're going to talk about all of that. All right. So please come on. Let us know what you got going on. And we're going to go ahead and do the rules to the show and get right into the first article. What's going on, everybody? Tall Boy here.
It's another edition of Tech News. Look, let me tell you how we roll around here.
You can watch on your phone, your TV, or your PC.
If you want you to comment, so the only way you can really do that is on your phone, right?
Now, look, come rock with us. It's all about authenticity and transparency.
So we like to keep it 100 with you.
Now, look, we like to tell you all the time, this technology is here. So what you gonna do about it?
Let's jump into the first article.
Oh yeah, Revis. We got some conversations to talk about. You got Android, right? You're an Android guy.
Oh, of course.
Okay. Are you familiar with Google Assistant where you used to say, "Hey Google, call this number. Hey Google, pull up my calendar." Did you ever do that with your phone?
I am familiar with it, but I've never done it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, anybody that has a Google phone, we're going to go ahead and tell you some things are changing. Google is officially turning off the old school Google Assistant on all Android phones, tablets, and smartwatches. And Android Auto starting September 4th. So Labor Day weekend, it's a wrap. They're forcing everyone to Gemini, their new generative AI tool. And basically they're saying that there's no option, absolutely none, nada, to switch back once the update hits your device. So you got to do an update. And when you do that update, it's a wrap. Basically, they're saying they're pulling the plug on the old voice assistant where you used to say, "Hey, Google," and then the thing would pop up and then you'd say whatever you want to do. And they said, or you could hold the power button. And they said now it's going to be Gemini that's going to answer you instead. Now, they were supposed to do this last year in 2025, but they pushed it back to give Gemini time to catch up, to work on some developments and kind of make, things a little bit easier. But they said, nah, we're not going to do that. We gave you a year. Now it's time to officially go into the new phase or the new chapter of Google. Now, this update covers all Android phones, tablets, smartwatches, connected to your headphones and Android Auto. But if you have a Google TV or a Google Home smart speakers, those are going to stay on the old system for now until Google sends out a separate update for them a little bit later on. So they're saying, hey, if you got Google, we love you. But if you got Google, unfortunately, we're going to have to, it's time to upgrade. It's time to level up. So yeah, that's basically what's going on. So you see it right there on the screen, Gemini versus the Google Assistant. So 5 things that you should know. You do not have to speak like a robot or memorize the exact command or phrases. Gemini understands natural, full sentence dialogues, even if you stutter or pause. Before, if you messed up, you had to press the button again and hey Google, and that would be it, right? I know Revis would play with Alexa and say, "Hey Alexa, play James Brown." Sorry if your thing just went off, but it would be the same thing with, "Hey Google, play James Brown," and then it would just go off. But now no longer. Okay, you can ask it to draft a long email to a contractor. It can summarize a lengthy text message or organize notes for a family gathering, and all in one step. So all you got to do is just say, "Gemini," press the button and say, "Summarize this." And it will do that with Gemini. So they're basically trying to make this a little bit simpler for you. So I know you're accustomed to the old school way, but the new school way is kind of where they're saying, come on, time to pull up. Also, instead of giving you basic search links, it can help you plan your travel routes or look up detailed home repair steps directly through voice. So you can say, "Hey, I'm having a problem with my iPhone, with my Android phone. How do I do this?" And it will literally give you step-by-step instructions on how to do that. And then also when driving, you can ask it the open-ended questions about business hours or location details without tapping your screen to look up a phone number. Now, they're also saying you can give it context like, "Remind me to call the doctor when I get home," or "Draft me a text to my significant other about dinner." It can handle multiple thought processes all at once. All right, so this is actually good. I don't want people to say, "I like the old way better." Now, I know a lot of the old school folks are like, "Hey, what was not broken, don't try to fix it." But that's kind of where we are. Also, if an error code pops up on an appliance, you can tell the phone what is happening and ask for step-by-step diagnostic advice without searching endless message boards. I don't know if you really messed with Gemini, but you could literally point at the sink and say, "This is what it's doing." You can point at the washer and dryer. They even have a video mode that you can turn on your phone and say, "Hey, what is this?" And then you could point at it and ask it a regular question as if you're talking to a human, and it will break it down to you. "What's my tire size?" It will pull it up. Managing daily schedules and reminders. You can set complex reminders based on context, such as setting a notification that triggers only when you arrive at a specific hardware store. So basically, hey, I got a reminder for you. Come on. You can talk about what you want to say to a landlord, mechanic, or insurance adjuster, and then let the system organize it into a clear professional email. Hey, I need you to write an email to the contractor about how he messed up, how I expect a refund, and how I need these new next action steps to happen. Give it to me in a professional tone without me being angry. And it will literally draft it for you. Now, why should you care about all of this? The big difference is how you talk to your phone. With the old assistant, you did not have to say the exact right phrase. It would fail or give you a generic web search. Well, with Gemini, it lets you talk like you're just talking to me right now, right? So can it do this? Can it do that? Just ask it the question. It's like a regular person sitting in the room with you, which makes controlling your phone much easier for folks who hate navigating through complex menus. All right. So some things that you really need to know about real quick. Traditional Google Assistant gave you instant answers for simple things like turning on a light or setting an alarm, whereas Gemini is going to take a little bit longer to process the command. So it's not going to give you the answer like it would do it with Gemini Assistant, but it's going to give you the complex thought, the answers, and the breakdown all once it gets through with its processing. Also, reports show Gemini sometimes fails at simple tasks like requiring you to unlock your phone just to change the thermostat or giving you a word definition instead of dialing a contact. So still working in the bug phases, but you know, hey, it's coming along. Generative AI models run on massive cloud processing. Your voice requests and text prompts are analyzed differently than simple voice commands where they were under the old setup. And then no going back. Once September 4th hits, they're basically saying that's it. Once you update that device, Google is completely removing the assistant and you cannot toggle back. That's basically what it is. Devices running on older Android operating systems or low memory specs like the Android Go. Some people who go to Metro PCS or Boost, they go get the little Android Go's phones. Unfortunately, you will lose the assistant and you will not be able to get Gemini. That is not good. So you will not have an assistant. But I mean, unfortunately, it's time to level up, as they call it, right? So the question that I have for you, if you're watching on your phone, we'd love for you to interact with us in real time. Let us know. How do you feel about Google Assistant shutting down? If you're watching on your phone, 1, I use Google Assistant every day. Don't change what works. 2, I'll give Gemini a chance if it makes my life easier. 3, I don't trust AI listening to more of my conversations. 4, who cares? I don't use assistants anyway. Or 5, if it can remind me of my appointments, I don't care. 1 through 5. Let me know in the comments. Revis, talk to me, man. What you think?
4 all day. I don't use it anyway, so I don't care. My thing is, did we jump on this before Apple? Or do Apple have this already?
No, they don't have this.
And then the thing about it, I might start where I use Gemini anyway, but now that you're saying that I can actually just talk to it and do that there, and it understands when you stutter, so I'll be like, the live text show. I think it will understand that, right?
Yeah, it'll understand all of that, bro. It'll understand all of that since you want to be funny. So yeah, that this guy right here. Let me see. James Hicks says, we old school, player. We old school. Let me see. They saying, I hate it, but I will go with number 2. Okay. They said they hate it, but they're going to go with number 2. Number 2 says, I'll give Gemini a chance if it makes my life easier. Trust me, it's going to make your life easy. You can literally ask it any question. Now, what I don't think a lot of people know is about the video feature. And let me get this right here. The video feature right here. So you open up Gemini, and then if you look on this, now they have this on iOS devices. So Gemini will work on your iOS device if you're an Apple user, but I don't believe you get the video feature. But if you're on Android, you get the video feature. If you look on the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see 3 lines. And when you point it at the 3 lines, and we've done this on the show before, it will start talking to you, but there's a video portion of it, and you could literally point it, right? And I'm going to point it right here and say, what is this and what can it do?
That's an Elgato Stream Deck, a powerful tool for controlling your live streams and automating various tasks during your productions.
So what's so special about it? What can I do special about my live show?
Looking at your setup, you can use those customizable keys to instantly switch camera feeds, trigger graphics, or play different audio elements, all with a single tap. It looks like you have buttons configured for specific segments, guest transitions, and music cues, which makes producing a show like yours much smoother and more dynamic.
So I have a Stream Deck that's sitting right here, and I literally just opened up the phone, pressed the video mode, and I pointed at whatever I wanted it to point at. Right now, I got a lottery ticket right here. You see the lottery ticket. Hopefully, I win tomorrow. And if I call you, you get 1 call. If you don't answer, what they say, 1 call, that's all. That's all you're getting, y'all. If I win, or when I win, shall we say, I'll give you a call. You don't answer. You know how I move. I like to disappear. What is this right here? And what's my chances of winning?
That's a Georgia Powerball ticket. For the Powerball, your odds of winning the jackpot are about 1 in 292.2 million.
So I plan to be that one. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. So you can literally, if you have Gemini already on your phone, you should take some free time and play with it and see how it works. And I challenge you to play with it this week. I challenge you to play with it over the weekend while you're laying in the bed, while you're, just sitting at your appointment. Just see what it can do. Just point at it, talk to it, do what you do. If you have iOS, if you have Apple phones, you can download the Gemini app. I don't know if you can get the actual video feature, but you can still get the audio feature. And then you can go into the settings and change the voice and find the voice that likes you. As James Hicks likes to say, I got Wanda on my phone. So I got the black voice, the sister. But you find the voice that works for you and you go from there. Revis, any other thoughts?
No, I use Google anyway. So if it's going to make it easier for me, I got to go with that. Like I said, I don't use the assistant anyway. So, hey, I don't see any problem with this right here. It won't be too hard of a transition for me.
Okay, well, that's what's up. Well, somebody said, not gonna lie, that is kind of fire. If you didn't know this, she said, I need to try that. Come on, Sheila Baker. Sheila Baker said, I need to try that. Come on. Boy, you know what? We're going to do AI classes next week, Saturday school. Shout out to Shirley Polk. She said, we're going to call it Saturday school. So group session, Saturday school. All right. I'll come up with a flyer for next Wednesday. And anybody that's interested, now there is a fee behind this, but we'll do an AI intro, not a medium, not an advanced intro to AI. And I think we'll focus more on Gemini as opposed to the other LLMs. So a group session can be set up to where you guys can see some of the features that can work inside of it. All right. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Revis, anything else you want to share with the people? About this topic.
I think it's a good thing because you got people like Hit the Spot 1006 that stutters. And if the thing is going to understand what she's saying, hey, there it is. I'm just saying it's going to understand it. Understand better than me.
You know she over there. You know she doing that to you right now, mother.
Right, of course. Yeah, because I'm telling her business. I know ain't nobody supposed to know you stutter like that. I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
Well, look, this is what the audience said. They said, I'll give Gemini a chance if it'll make my life easier. So, yeah, make sure you mess with it. September 4th. That's just what it is. And, hit the Spot 1006. Get him in the comments. His segment is coming up. So if he don't deliver, hit the Spot 1006. Get him. Hold up, Revis. Goodness. You had something to say. What you had to say real quick?
Well, everybody, what did you think? Google Ends Assistant and you got to use Gemini now? We've been telling you for the longest. Have you used it? Are you ready for it? Hey, let us know what you think. Put it in the comments and so we can see what's going on with you. You heard my take and Tall Boy's take, but we got some other things on tap for you. Dynamic versus surveillance pricing. Do you know what all that means? Hey, Tall Boy's going to break that down for us. And Netflix and Disney Plus, they have a new offer. Aren't we tired of all these offers? But maybe it's better. Maybe you're going to get a better deal. We'll let you know what's going on. And ChatGPT wants you to use AI. So maybe they got the same deal as Gemini going on or Google has going on. Let's see what's going on. And the word of the day, Nomic. I've never heard of it, but I'm going to try to break that down for you. So I got this new theme music and I'm retired. Tall Boy, break that down and show us what's going on, man.
Now you know we've both been through a lot today. And that's why we need to just sit back and enjoy this evening. So if you'll choose me, then you're my choice tonight. Put your hands in the air and sing along with me. Bustin' out on the funk. Bustin' out.
Traded a rig for a reel. He is still sitting down. From the cab to the dock, he is off the clock. How are you, Revis? Fish on.
Boy, Revis, that dance move, boy, you definitely showing your age with that one right there. You over there trying to spank that like you at the skating rink. I don't know, boy. You was on beat, but bro, come on, man. You ain't doing the electric slide. And I know you sitting in the chair.
You got to spank that thing. You know.
He said he busting out and you trying to spank something. Boy, what's wrong with you? I don't know what to say about you, man. But that's your dance move. That's your dance move. You stick with it. We good. All right. I'm not knocking it. How was your week, man? Anything surprising? Did you go any fishing or did you do anything like that?
My sister was in the area and I spent a couple days at the casino with her. I actually went up to the casino. I spent a night Friday. She came in Saturday. I spent the whole day Saturday, and then she went to a different casino on Sunday, and I decided to go up there for a couple hours, and just a couple hours, and I came on home. So that's pretty much been that was the weekend for me. This week has been slow. I haven't really done it. Well, actually, I cooked spaghetti the other day, and some people came over and had spaghetti, so it was nice.
All right. Well, there it is, man. No fishing. So you went fishing last week, but you threw all the fish back. So no fish and spaghetti. I don't know how that combination works, but okay, man. If that's what you want to call it, that's what you call it. Look, man, we got this word of the day.
It's just been hot. It's been hot. It's too hot to go fishing.
I got you.
Friday is going to be the best day, so I plan on going Friday.
Okay. Well, we got this word of the day, and it's called Nomic. Did I say it right? Nomic.
Yes, you said it right.
Okay, you got this word of the day called Nomic. And basically it says Nomic is a formal word that describes something cryptically said or written in a few words. Now, for the ones that are watching, I know we've never heard this word, so I'm going to give you all a couple sentences and hopefully Revis breaks this down, all right? Grandma didn't give long speeches when we were misbehaving. She just dropped one Nomic line that made the whole room shut up and get right. And then they also said they told me that AI answers every question using some Nomic algorithm. But it sounds to me like the computer is just talking in riddles, so we don't realize it's making stuff up. Now, Revis, I'm going to help you out a little bit because you're retired. And they said that now that you're retired, you can ignore all those Nomic proverbs about hard work and just spend your mornings out on the water catching red drum. All right, Revis, it's your show. Do what you do.
Well, this word here, it kind of describes me because sometimes I speak cryptically. And when I say things, sometimes I leave it where you have to kind of decipher exactly what I mean. Everyone knows that I have a friend. Her name is Aisha, and she's probably watching. She's in the comment, and people will ask me, "Well, what do you think of Aisha?" And I'll say, "Well, she's an all right girl." That is cryptically said. It is not what I mean a lot more than that. So you have to dig into that to find out what I mean. Hey, she's an all right girl. Uh, that's what cryptic mean. Cryptic means something is coded. It's not out there exactly for you to see, and sometimes you have to use your noggin and you have to use your brain in order to figure out what's going on because it's not exactly what it seemed. Yes, we used to get that cryptic stuff when we grew up. Don't make a mistake and say something or do something you ain't had no business doing. When she say she'll knock you in the middle of next week, you have to decode that and figure out what the heck knock you in the middle of next week mean. And that was cryptic. So some of us understand that because we're old school. We understand what they was talk about back then. So cryptically speaking, uh when somebody says something and they don't want to give you the full meaning, they just say something, they make it real short and sweet, and you just know what the heck they're talking about. That right there is Nomic.
Okay, audience, here's your chance. He just got on Hit the Spot 1006. How did he do? If you're watching on your phone, number 1, for a word that I never heard of, phenomenal. 2, what a waste of time. 3, the professor teaches again. 4, what did I just listen to? Or 5, I'm just here for the comments. 1 through 5, let us know in the comments, how did Revis do on the word of the day? Look, we do this word of the day because we want you to step outside of your comfort zone. We want you to use these words. It was funny because somebody actually used the word loquacious the other day, Revis, and I was like, I know that word. I know that word. And I'm like, I was proud because I was like, I know that word. I said, yeah, I'm a little loquacious. I've been like that all my life. I was proud, brother. So thank you. So we want you to use these words because Revis it tries to break it down because we never heard of Nomic. I don't know what that means. But he trying to tell it to us in a language that we can understand. So James is over there hitting you with the eyeballs like, okay. Keep messing with me.
That's because James think I mispronounced the word. He is anemic, and this is Nomic. So they two different words, James. They're two different words. Okay.
I can't with this man. I can't with you, man. I can't. For a word that I never heard of, you did a phenomenal job, is what half of the people are saying, and the other half like, hey, I'm just here for the comments. I'm surprised Hit the Spot 1006 has not got in the comments. Hey, you know what? I'm not gonna say nothing. You may have been scathed, my brother, and you may have been scathed. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right. So because she can't, you made the comments pretty clear. They weren't cryptic at all. They weren't Nomic at all. And it's hard for Hit the Spot to come up with a correct answer because it doesn't say he did a terrible job, so she can't really understand it.
She gonna kick your ass, boy, when she see you. Look, y'all, we got Damson here. Let's see, Damson. This is our AI avatar. Revis, what'd you call him? The AI truck driver. What'd you call him?
Yes, he looks like an AI truck driver, autonomous truck driver, because I want one of those headsets he got. I want that gold.
Hey, this is Damson, your avatar friend from the Lab Tech Show. Let me get your attention for a moment. You know Tallboy didn't come to play with you tonight, but Revis, maybe. He got jokes.
Oh, wow.
But in all seriousness, we're about to drop a 4-part formula that could affect you, your family, or your community. By the end of the show, you'll see how it connects to your life, your business, or maybe even a hustle. We're giving you real energy, so could you share the show with 2 people that you rock with? Don't let your people get left behind because you were gatekeeping. I'm just saying. You made it to the channel, so let's lock in and see how it all connects.
Revis, something that we need to talk about, man. Dynamic pricing versus surveillance pricing. They have all kind of different kind of pricings, but we're going to break some of this stuff down to where when this happens to maybe you or a family member, you can at least break it down for them. And then there's some other pricing that we're going to see if we can pull up. And, you know, we probably heard of surge pricing, but maybe you have not heard of bespoke pricing, right? So maybe algorithmic pricing. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. And I think that this was a serious topic that I'm not even going to start the timer on this because I feel like I don't know how long this is going to take, but you need to know what's going on. And this is a serious topic because this is happening to us in real time. And if you don't pay attention, you're going to either A, lose money, or B, get taken advantage of. And I feel like, you know, that's not fair. And so when I saw this article, I felt like we needed to dive deep into this. OK, so basically they're saying that the real difference between dynamic and surveillance pricing is dynamic pricing is the traditional model we have seen for decades. When supplies go down, demand goes up. Prices move for everybody across the board. Think about the plane ticket during the holidays, hotel rooms during football weekends, or rideshare apps surge charges during the heavy rain or after a sporting event or a concert. The price changed because the external market conditions, not because of who you are as a person. Now, surveillance pricing is a little different. Surveillance pricing is a whole different beast. It uses advanced algorithms and tracking tech to target you specifically. Companies scrape or buy personal data. Your exact location, your phone model, your browsing history, your geographic income, demographic, even whether you open the app with a low battery. If the algorithm figures out you are in a rush or shopping for an expensive phone or from an expensive phone. So if you're in a rush or you're shopping from the new iPhone 18 or the Pixel 11 that just dropped, that they just did their presentation today, then they're going to say, oh, you got it. And so they're saying it can raise the price on your screen while showing a lower price to someone else sitting right next to you. Now, stores are using app tracking, digital screen tags, and software change prices on the fly. They change what you pay based on who you are, where you're at, or how bad you need something right then and there. Now, algorithm pricing. Do you know anything about algorithm pricing, Revis?
Very little, but yeah, I know you're going to tell us about it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna put this right here, this graphic on the screen. Now, algorithm pricing, they set up software to change prices automatically based on sales, supply, and what rival stores charge. Nobody sits there changing the prices by hand. Okay, give me 1 second here, and I'm going to share something else with you. They said that companies gather details about your online activity, like your search history, browser cookies, and location to form patterns. The system's brain combines your personal data with market trends, such as customer demands, competitors' prices, and inventory levels to understand the full sales picture. And then they say they use this dynamic information. The algorithm automatically calculates the best price at the precise moment to maximize sales or profit. So it can raise the price from $80 to $82. And then you see the price. The result is a personalized price tag that can be slightly different for each person. A teen on a laptop might see one price while an adult on a phone sees another, as the market adjusts in real time on all those factors. That's algorithm pricing. Then you got something called personalized pricing, okay? Personalized pricing is companies look at your phone type, your location, your cash habits to give you a specific price tag. if the data says you got money or you need the item bad, like baby need milk and it's 2:00 in the morning, they mark it up. That's what they do. That's personalized pricing. And then they got something called surge pricing. We're all familiar with that. Prices jump up for everybody at the same time when demand goes crazy. You leave a concert, an event, and you ride an Uber or Lyft, they're going to bust your head. Uber rides, when it starts pouring rain, hey, one price, run me my money, says Uber. And, if you're driving Uber, you're like, hey, it's money time. It's go time. Let's go get it, right? So that is surge pricing. You see it right there on the phone. The surge pricing has now gone up. Notify me when the surge pricing ends. Then you got something called digital shelf labels. I don't know if many of you guys have seen these, but instead of the paper price tags at the grocery store or in the Walmart, instead of having the tag on the product, they just have it right there, the digital price tag. And they're saying that stores swap out paper price tags for a small screen display. A manager can tap a button on a computer and change the price on whose aisle in 2 seconds. So you can be walking down the aisle and boom, price just changed in real time. All because they got the little phone or the little device in their hand and it's all that she wrote. All right. Then you got something called bespoke pricing. This is a little bit crazier because designers set bespoke prices by evaluating the complexity of your data, whether you need a custom hand-drawn artwork or how quickly you need the job finished. So let me share this with you real quick. Bespoke pricing is a little bit like this. Before we draw a single line, we look at the raw data you want us to explain. The more complex the information, the higher the price. So basically they say just a few milestones in history, the how-to, explaining the dynamic algorithm. And then they said, we are charging you for the time it takes to understand the mess, organize it, and make sense. So they say the look right here. You see it right there on the picture with the tailor guy, the tailor. You want great changes, the labor required. It's the difference between a simple sketch and a painting. The stock style. We use pre-made icons and illustrations from this digital library to assemble your graphic. This is faster and cheaper. Every character, every building, every single icon is hand drawn. Now they said number 3. They said this is where the real world hits. If you need something that usually takes 2 weeks, but you need it to be done by next Tuesday, you're going to pay for speed. All right. And they said when you rush a designer, they have to put other clients on hold, work late nights, and perhaps pay their own assistants overtime to get the project done. A rush fee is standard to make sure you get premium quality in a hurry. That's bespoke pricing. Probably never heard of it, but hey, I need it done by a certain time. And if you don't have it done, then I'll take my business somewhere else. And that's bespoke pricing. All right. So now, how does all this matter, right? So they're saying real life situations, comparing ride prices with a friend standing right next to you. You make sure that the app is not charging you more just because your phone battery is low. You don't want to do that, right? They say grocery runs, catching quick discounts on meat or drinks right when the store wants to move old stock off the shelf. Checking prices in a private browsing mode stops site trackers from seeing your history and raising the total. We already talked about travel or event passes on a computer without logging into your account keeps you from seeing marked up rates because it's based on your profile, right? And so you cannot tell if the price on your phone is on the shelf, is the normal rate or a raised rate just made for you. Taxing people in a pinch. Software can spot when you need something right away, like medicine, emergency rides, or baby supplies, and they bump the price up when you do not have time to shop around. Stores buy personal data profiles from brokers to feed their pricing software, putting your private info and buying habits in corporate systems. So the good behind all of this is Digital tags mean workers do not have to swap paper tags all day, so they can keep shelves stocked and help people in the store. Automated systems help stores discount expiring foods fast, which keeps good food out of the trash. And then government agencies are stepping in to force companies to show real, clear prices up front. Now, here's the bad part of it, though. Personalized pricing targets you based on your zip code, your phone, or how much money the software thinks you make. And then they also say digital tags let physical stores change prices multiple times a day without warning you ahead of time. Now, look, I went and did some extensive research on all of this, and I said companies that have been accused of lawsuits. They said that Kroger, Instacart, Delta Airlines, American Airlines, Uber, Lyft, Amazon, and Walmart are just a few. Instacart got hit with a $60 million FTC settlement. Real Pages, the DOJ and 9 state attorney general sued Real Pages for running an illegal price fixing scheme via revenue management software. Then they said Caesars, MGM Grand, and the hotel operators, those Las Vegas hotels that we love to stay, they faced a massive antitrust litigation over centralized algorithmic room rate software. Several property management and software co-defendants settled to avoid massive financial exposure. Now, to combat all of this, New York said, hold up. If you live in New York, this price, they said they require businesses to display a clear notice stating this price was set by an algorithm using your personal data. Whenever personal information factors into a price, non-compliance carries civil penalties of up to $1,000 per occurrence enforced by New York Attorney General. Maryland said, hold up. We ban all food retailers and delivery apps from setting personalized prices using individual consumer data. If you violate this, 10 stacks per violation and $25,000 per repeat offenses. New Jersey, they said, hold up. We gonna stop all of this surveillance pricing in the grocery sector, subjecting violators to penalties of up to $50,000 per violation plus treble damages. That's a lot to unpack, but I wanted you to understand the difference between all of these pricings that they're doing in the store, whether it's surge pricing, algorithmic pricing, bespoke pricing. What was the other one? Revis? Yeah, well, he wasn't paying attention, y'all. Dynamic and surveillance. So I have a question for you. While Revis is giving me his thoughts, would you stop shopping at a store if you found out that they charge different customers different prices for the same item? One, if you're watching on your phone, yes, immediately. Halt all transactions. Two, depends on how much more I was paying. Three, they better not charge me more because I showed up in church. 4, I want proof before I get upset. 5, not all companies do it. 1 through 5, let me know in the comments. Would you stop shopping at a store if you found out that they were hitting you with different prices for the same item? Revis, come on, talk to me, man.
Well, I would want the proof. You got to show me the proof. I just can't just protest and stop going to a store that I'm used to going to just because someone said something. It's not all about the stores either. It has a lot to do with a lot more than that. I was a trucker, and I'm sure there are some truck drivers that are watching this right now. Surveillance pricing is real. So when you go to those truck stops and you see a lot lizard out there, if they see you driving a truck, they'll charge you more money. If you drive in a car, it'll be less money. So just know that they're watching who they're doing business with. So you guys watch your pockets there because they're watching it too. And it's just one of those things, one of those that we go through every day. We're being watched. They're counting our pockets. They think you're a certain status. They're going to charge you more money and everything else. So if they do that, what can you do about it? It doesn't matter. If you stop going to Kroger, guess what? Walmart will do it. You stop going there, Ingles will do it. You stop going there, and somebody else will do it. So it's just going to happen. It's a natural part of life.
Well, surge pricing, you said you needed to see proof. You've seen surge pricing at CES. You've seen the price go from maybe $9, going, and it's like, oh my God, they want $30 to get here. You've seen that. That's proof. You've seen it with Uber and Lyft, but we got to get there, right? So you don't stop
And
using it.
this right here, $7, $8 at CES when you can get a whole case of it for $2 more, the same price.
Y'all, I got to share this story, man. So Revis's first year at CES, I said, Revis, I'm going to stop at the Walmart. Do you want me to get anything? He said, no, man, I'm good. I said, you want me to get anything? I'll get you some Coke. I'll get you some Pepsi, some Gatorade, whatever you want. He said, nope, I'm good. I said, all right, say less. This is your first year. Just trust me. Revis was like, hey, man, we on the second day, third day, we've been walking. And Revis say, man, I'm thirsty. I'm about to go over there to the food court and go get something to eat. I said, all right. Go get something to drink. He said, I'm going to go over there and go get something to drink. I said, all right, go do what you do. He came back and he said, hey, man, how much was it? $7 for a 20-ounce Pepsi or Coke? The next year we was at CES, I said, hey, Revis, I'm going to Walmart. You want me to pick something up? Hey, man, get me a 6-pack of Coke. Revis is like, hey, hell no. I can go to Walmart and get a 6-pack, put that thing in my bag, go get a cup of ice and pour that thing in. It can sit in my bag. Revis said, you got me once, but you ain't going to get me again. Hey, man, you got hit.
Right.
Hey, look, Aisha said, you a special kind of slow. Sheila Baker says, I'm on the fence. Depends on how far I have to travel to shop. Sometimes convenience costs. Ooh, that's a good one right there. That's a different way.
Right.
Digital pricing seemed like a great thing, but now I'm not so sure, says Sheila Baker. Okay. Question, I'm team Android, but I've heard iPhone users pay more for airfare on certain apps. That's interesting. I never heard of that one, but hey, good to hear. Okay.
That's good to hear, definitely.
Yeah, that's good. That's good information. I'd never heard of that one, but hey, I'm glad y'all got iOS and I'm team Android. It doesn't always pay to have an iPhone if that's true. It does not pay to always have an iPhone. So y'all see what it is. I told you what it was. You saw the surveillance. You saw what everything was with algorithms, surveillance, surge, dynamic, bespoke, personalized pricing. You see what it is. So now I wanted you to just be more aware of what's going on. Not trying to talk your head off, but at least you know. You can't say Tallboy did not break it down to you. Please share the show with 2 or 3 people. Let them know how we rolling, because we do a dope ass show. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, and hit the like button, because I know 2 or 3 of y'all did not hit the like button. Embrace this technology, because we got you, because the show is called The Lab Tech Show. Come on now. Pull up on us. You know how we roll. This is a live read. I'm just doing this off the top of the dome. We are building and we want you to join us. We finally got monetized. Yeah, y'all, we did it. Come on, we did it. And we want you to come on and tell 2 or 3 more people so we can continue to grow the show. We just waiting on you. You gonna pull up? You gonna tell a couple people? Now, don't be gatekeeping. You heard what Damson said. Damson said, don't be out there gatekeeping. So pull up. It's called The Lab Tech Show.
Alexa, play my favorite R&B song. I learned what to buy so I can get my groove on.
The Lab Tech Show showed me how I can easily remember to take my meds. Well, look, I got my nudge.
Revis told me to expand my vocabulary. Do you see this bumptious driver?
I embraced it, and it saved me the walk to my gate. Tallboy drops gems.
I see you, Granddad, keeping up.
I'm not trying to get left behind.
It's time to cancel this subscription and make the switch to AI.
Better use of our money. The Lab Tech Show breaks down the latest tech, makes it simple, and keeps it real. For the culture, for everybody. Wednesdays at 8.
Revis, we've been talking about Netflix, streaming services, Hulu, Disney, all of the major players, Peacock, you name it. We've talked about them. And now they're saying, hold up. After jacking up all the prices, they said enough is enough. That's what they're saying. Hey, we're going to try and offer y'all a free alternative. They trying to switch it up on y'all. Now, this is what the article is saying. They said that Disney and Netflix spent years hiking up the subscription prices to force people into higher tiers or ad-supported plans. Y'all know we be talking about this maybe twice every quarter. And they said that they pushed monthly bills up. They cut down on password sharing, and they watched a lot of folks say, I'm pulling out. We even said, hey, why don't you just do the churn? Just get you 1 month, pull out, get that 1 month in and watch all your shows, binge watch on a weekend or 2 weekends, and then, go subscribe to something else. Well, people just said enough is enough, and they just canceled their memberships. Now executives realize that they hit a wall with price increases because they know ain't nobody else about to pay for all of this stuff, y'all. They said, I'm done with it. And they said the Disney explicitly stated that they want to reach price-sensitive customers. While Netflix is exploring free ad-supported tiers, and they also want to hit you with live TV. They essentially want to bring back old school broadcast television on the internet, offering free access to select shows or movies while blasting you with commercial breaks to collect the ad revenue. So guess what? They done found a new way to make some money. I ain't making this up. They said, hey, if we give you the free tier, then we can run ads. And if you run ads, we can make some money from the advertisers. But they already pinched you out of all your money, and they know that they can't squeeze you no more. So they went to the advertisers and said, we'll give them a free tier. They're not going to get all the premium shows. They'll get a couple shows, the old school shows. We'll give you maybe 1 or 2 new shows, but then you got to watch the new ones. You got to pay, but we're going to get this money from these ad dollars. That's what they're saying. Now, you can cut the subscription fees out of your monthly household budget entirely without losing the weekend entertainment options if you go down this free route, right? There's no long-term commitments. You avoid getting trapped in the recurring bill cycle saying, oh, damn, I forgot to pay the damn bill. And they hit you with that $14.99, that $8.99, $11.99. You can't password share with nobody no more. They done locked all that down. So free tier, it is what it is. They said, if these options launch, you simply download the app, press play, watch a show with commercials, just like traditional television. You avoid the headache of tracking monthly bank statements or remembering to cancel the auto renewals before the fees kick in. Free options usually mean heavy ad loads with commercial breaks interrupting shows every few minutes. Free tiers, and I think, if I'm correct, Amazon Prime does this. Free tiers rarely include full current seasons or blockbuster movie releases. They only lock that down to the top content behind the paywall. So you got to pay for that. Now, we're going to give you this free content. We're going to give you, I got Netflix. I'm okay with the free tier. Yeah, you could do that if you want, but I want to watch this one. No, you can't watch that one. You got to pay for that one. I want that one. Well, run me a check. We're giving you something. So they said 0 monthly subscription costs for basic movie and TV access. That's a positive. It's a cable-like viewing experience because they're going to give you live TV now. And then they're going to keep the corporate price increase from forcing lower income households off of digital platforms completely. They said some of the negatives is streaming quality might be capped at lower resolutions compared to premium offers, and you lose control over offline downloads. So you can't say I'm going on a flight and I'm going to download this movie, I'm going to watch it on the plane. Or I'm going to the doctor's office and they don't have no internet, so I'm going to watch this movie. I'm going to download it at the house. And you can't get that. That's a paid feature. Now, Revis, before I even start going down the next rabbit hole of what I wanted to do, ask this question here to the audience. What's the biggest reason you're thinking about canceling a streaming service? If you said I'm about to cancel a streaming service, what's your biggest reason? I'm tired of managing multiple subscriptions. Prices keep going up. I spend more time scrolling than watching anything. Not enough good shows anymore. Or I only keep it because somebody else in my house watches it. Revis, talk to the people. What you think about Disney Plus and Netflix saying, hey, we're going to give you free TV?
Free 99 is always good. The digital prices keep going up and they're going up and going up. And it's not just Netflix and Disney Plus. There's other things too. Terrell just did an annual subscription last year, and he didn't realize that the subscription was up. And they hit him with $130 something on his Costco membership. And he didn't even know it was coming. But it was only $100 for a year. They raised it $30 before he knew it. Right. Right. They raised it. It raised it $30 without him even knowing it. So that's the biggest thing with all these subscriptions. It doesn't matter if it's Netflix or Disney Plus or anything else. They go up, and they're going to go up without you knowing it because you don't read the fine print. You sign up for something, you put in your credit card, bank account information, and when that year or that term is up, bam, they have raised the prices and everything. And now, hey, you got an introductory price, and it was nice, but that introductory price is gone now. So therefore, what they didn't tell you that it was a Nomic contract.
Come on now.
It was a Nomic contract. They didn't tell you exactly what was going on. You just figured, hey, this is what I'm paying. It's going to forever be that. But that's not what it was. You got to read between the lines sometimes.
Come on, hit them with them Nomic messages, them cryptic messages. I see you, Revis. Hey, look, he used the word Nomic in a sentence in the show. Like, hey, is that not what they do? Now, look, starting today, this is no bash to nobody because they say I'm a little harsh on y'all. So I'm going to say it in a nicer and softer way. Moving forward, if you could do this, that's all I'm going to say. When you sign up for something for $9.99, sign up for something for whatever the subscription is, and you know it's for 3 months, you know it's for a year, annual deal, take the time to go into your calendar on your phone. I know you're not going to do this, but try to go on your calendar on your phone and set a message. Use Gemini. Didn't we talk about Gemini? Gemini, remind me to cancel the subscription. Today is August 12th, August 10th, or else I will have to pay the renewal fee. That's all you got to do. You can go into your calendar or you could use Gemini and say, Gemini, remind me 2 days before the subscription is supposed to end. So that gives you at least 48 hours. We're giving you real use cases. He just told you about Nomic with the Costco renewal for somebody that he knows, because the audience don't know who Terrell is. So, I mean, you just throwing out names, Revis, like they know who Terrell is. But like we never know who Terrell is. That might be your imaginary friend or something like that. But what I'm saying is set the reminder in Gemini. Set the reminder in your calendar. And that way, you know, and I know you're rushing because you just want to get to it. You're happy to use it, but just take 1 minute of your day to set that reminder in your phone. Because that phone going to be with you. You don't have to write it on no calendar in the house or on the refrigerator. Put it in your phone and it will alert you. It will alert you. And in that way, you won't get hit with no surprise bills. So I understand everyone's not tech savvy, but we just said Google Assistant is about to be over with. We're trying to get you to use AI a little bit more. Gemini is right there on your phone if you got Android. If you got iOS, you can ask Siri to set you a reminder. You can download the Gemini app and tell it to set you a reminder. And so now you can set the reminder. It's already there. So as you get closer to the date, you can say, remind me 11 months out, 6 months out, 2 weeks out. You can set up multiple reminders. All you got to do is just say, hey, Gemini, set this reminder and however many times you want. For me, this is what I do. Tallboy does this. I have a doctor's appointment. Remind me that I have this doctor's appointment 10 days out, 5 days out, 2 days out, 1 day out. That's what I do. So there's no reason for me, if it's not in my calendar, it did not happen. Had a doctor's appointment on Monday. I showed up because that was what was in my calendar. And they said, oh, we changed the doctor's appointment. You did what? You didn't tell me because it's not in my calendar. I have disciplined myself to just set the appointment. So if I tell you I'm going to show up and I don't show up, that means I didn't take it wasn't important enough for it to be in my calendar. Just do that for yourself. Fellas, I know y'all are watching. I know y'all are not commenting, but please just try to do that. Help a brother out. That's what they say, HBO, help a brother out. Just try it. Set a routine. You got to get your reps in. Tell people all the time, you got to practice this stuff. You got to practice. No preaching, just offering a piece of advice, just a suggestion. Do it however you want to do it. But now that $130 could have went to that gas. That could have went to that PlayStation game you wanted, to that new fishing rod that you was going to get. That was going to go to that new dress. That was going to go to your bath products, ladies. That was going to go to that dinner that you was going to go out on with your significant other. That's gone. That's Costco's money now. I'm just saying. Set a reminder. Hopefully, your imaginary friend Terrell, I know he's going to get on me. Your imaginary friend Terrell is going to hopefully say, you know what, tall boy, I'm listening to you. Now, Terrell's solid, but we don't know who Terrell is, Revis. So, yeah, I hope that helps.
Yeah, you know, I got imaginary friends too. You know, geez, I live by myself. I'm here by myself all the time. Hey, I got to talk to somebody. So, hey, hi, Terrell. You know?
I can't with you, bro. Hold up, here we go. What they say? What's going on, everybody? It's the brands, y'all. How y'all doing? This is how we roll. It is the brands. We're on YouTube podcasts. We're on Spotify. If you like the way we're rolling on this production, visit yourliveproduction.com. I can produce this show for you. If you want to do a podcast, Tallboy can produce a show. We'll work out the pricing. We're not going to bust your head. But if you would like to continue to watch and see how we're moving, we're on Roku. We're also on Amazon Fire. So that means we on TV, y'all. And then if you would like to support the show. Now, we don't ask y'all for no money. But if you would like to support, because these lights, this internet, this electricity, these devices cost money. So if you would like to support us, you can do a super chat. That's right there on the YouTube screen right there at the bottom where you see the little dollar sign. You can do Cash App or PayPal. Support us. That's what we do. Just take your phone right there, scan your phone, and Cash App. Or you can just use the name right there, however you want to roll. All right? That's what it is. It's the brands. Remember, this is real talk, real tech, real impact. Don't forget to think big, think tall, boy. Think big, believe in God. Think tall, the sky's the limit, and think tall boy, because he said so and he is doing it.
Hold up. OG Logic Link here. You just caught a piece of the formula. Everything we drop here adds up to exactly that. Stay locked in, but don't play yourself. Tap that subscribe button. And do me a favor, send this show to somebody who needs to level up. Put them on game. OGLL, we out.
Revis, ChatGPT said, hey, y'all, don't forget about us. ChatGPT said, we want y'all to rock with us too. Now, I'm not a big fan of ChatGPT because I didn't like how they did, undermine Anthropic earlier on in the year with the federal government saying, hey, AI should not be used for 2 reasons. So I'm going to be very transparent with y'all. At the top of the year, the Department of Defense said to Anthropic, which is Claude, we need full access to your AI. And they said, we will give you everything but 2 things. you cannot use AI against humans on U.S. soil, and you cannot use it for acts of war. ChatGPT agreed and said, yeah, you're right. Sam Altman said, hey, I agree with all of this. And so the Department of Defense, Pete Hegseth, he said, if you don't give us access, we're going to cut you from our government contracting, and we're going to put you on the blacklist. And Anthropic held 10 toes down. That's Claude. All right. So if you're not familiar with Anthropic is Claude. OpenAI is ChatGPT. All right. Gemini is Google. Perplexity is Perplexity. This is what they said. They said, if you don't give us full access, we're going to blacklist you. And ChatGPT said, I agree with everything that you said. 5 o'clock hit on Friday. They didn't give up the access. They blacklisted them. 7 p.m., 9 p.m. that night, ChatGPT did a deal with the federal government. And now they became the government contracting partner, and they were willing to give or break or violate or, whatever. They gave them full access to their AI software. So I'm not a big fan, and I'm going to be very transparent. And I didn't put Revis on the screen because these are the views of Tallboy. All right. Tallboy I'll stand 10 toes down on this. So I didn't want nobody else on the screen, saying that they were in support of what I said, but this is what happened. You can go Google it. You can YouTube it. You can go do your research. That's what happened. But I'm not telling you not to use ChatGPT. That's just my personal reasons. I use it sparingly because they do have some good features, but I needed you to know what was going on. But for the sake of this article, ChatGPT saying, we're going to give you free text. That's what they said. They're going to give you free text. They said ChatGPT changed its rule for free and go tier ChatGPT accounts starting the week of August 6th. So last week, they said text only prompts will have 0 message caps. Free users get a model swap to GPT 5.6 Luna, replacing GPT 5.5 Instant, along with a think option for longer reasoning. So if you go to ChatGPT at the bottom, they have different models and they'll tell you which ones is which, or they'll say, hey, we have these different models. But most people don't even go look at that, but it gives you different results for the same question. And it may be a smarter question. It could be a dumber question. A smarter answer or response, or a dumber. I don't want to call it a dumber response, but it does not. It's better if you just leave it on the basic model, if that makes sense. And they said the limits still apply if you upload files, you generate pictures, or you use the voice mode. Paid users on the Plus and the Pro tiers get updated flagship models. So you get the highest model, which is Soul or GPT 5.6. So that's the highest model that you can use, Soul or GPT 5.6. But if you're on the free model, they're going to give you GPT 5.5 Instant. That's what they're going to do. So you don't get the highest, smartest thinking model that's out there. But they're saying, hey, you get free text and it's all unlimited. But as long as you don't upload files, you don't ask it to generate pictures, or you use voice mode, then they're going to start capping you and say, hey, you use your free usage for the day. So if you don't want to pay for these AI subscriptions, you can use the free model, because all of them have free models, but they limit you to how many responses or questions that you can ask it throughout the day. You've reached your limit. They limit you. Well, now they're saying, hey, you get free text. And they're saying no monthly subscription bill. You get endless tech support for home management, career tasks, or general research without adding $20 or $200 monthly to charge your budget. So $20 for the Pro model, $200 for the Max. So you could literally say, hey, here's the contract. You can read out the contract, type out the contract, because you can upload the file if you want. But if you type it out, you get free usage. They're saying you can paste in a long text passage from your insurance policy, medical bills, to ask them in plain English, summarize this without hitting the wall of saying, I've hit my max. Adults managing family updates, estate planning notes, Maybe a workplace email can refine text drafts. Hey, make this better. Make this sound more professional. Make this sound personable. Make this sound like I'm angry, or make this sound like I'm happy or excited. You can do this in all of the models. What ChatGPT is saying, we're going to give it to you for free. People shifting roles late in their careers can use endless conversations, turns practice interview questions to fix up resume bullet points. So you could literally copy your resume in and say, hey, ChatGPT, give me 10 interview questions based on my resume on why I should get this job. And then you can give it the responses that you want, and that gives you the practice before you go into the interview. You can walk step by step through household DIY projects or appliance troubleshooting guides at your own pace without losing access mid-project. Right now, I'm in the process of building Hit the Spot 1006, a project. I'm trying to build her a website, and I use Gemini, but I got frustrated with Gemini and I switched over to ChatGPT and said, hey, I'm taking pictures and I'm uploading the pictures. What did I do right? What did I do wrong? Blah, 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 right? Well, I don't have the free account. I have a higher tier and I get unlimited access, but I could literally say, all right, I'm using this software. What could I do better? All right. So modern day uses: paste legal copy from a contract into the box and ask for a breakdown of hidden fees or red flags. I was just with somebody the other day and they had a contract and I said, hey, why don't you use Notebook LM? But I also put it into Gemini. You could do the same thing with ChatGPT, but it's unlimited text. And I said, well, this is what the good, the bad, and the ugly. This is what it can do for you. Meal planning. Type out what is sitting in your fridge and ask for a 5-day dinner schedule with matching recipes. Ladies, if you like to cook and you don't feel like cooking, hey, tell me what I can make. It ain't going to cook it for you, but at least you know you got something. Drafting hard conversations. Type out difficult messages for coworkers, contractors, or family members to get suggestions on tone and clarity. So you know you want to curse your boss out. You know you want to curse him out. That mother, where my censor button at? Where is that? That mother. Type it out. Say it to him and say, can you just say this in a more professional tone? So OpenAI uses free account data to train its system. So remember, if you use the free account, just understand that they're training its systems on you. Anything private, such as social security numbers, bank account details, or medical records pasted into the box could be stored on their servers. So just remember, be careful what you put out there, because some people, they use it as their everyday driver. AI systems regularly state incorrect facts with complete confidence, meaning you must double check critical facts against official sources. Look now, there's been lawyers that have been caught using ChatGPT making up fake case law. We have talked about this on the Lab Tech Show. If you're that lazy to where you just gonna go off of their answer and cannot find the sources, that's why I've always said Gemini and Perplexity, they're gonna find you the sources. I've always said that. Fact check your work, y'all. Don't just go off of the response. It may sound right, but just go fact check it. It's going to take you an extra 2 minutes to just fact check it. They already gave you the research. They gave you the answers in 30 seconds. Just go fact check it, please. Text is free, but uploading pictures of household items, sending voice memos, or creating images will still hit trigger limits. All right. So Revis, I'm going to ask the question to the audience, but I need your response. What do you think about all of this? OpenAI is making ChatGPT's text conversations unlimited for free users. Will this make you use AI more often? 1, yes, I'll probably use it every day. 2, no, I only use it when I really need help. 3, maybe, but I still don't trust AI completely. 4, I already use ChatGPT all the time. Or 5, unlimited questions. My family about to get a break from me. 1 through 5. Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Revis, what you say?
Well, I'm probably in conjunction with you when it comes to ChatGPT. It's something I have never used and I probably would never ever use. I have a better chance of using Perplexity and definitely use Gemini all the time. Um, it's amazing how you said if you just take a picture of your refrigerator that it'll tell you a meal plan for the next 5 days if you ask it. And it told me that I will be drinking water and baking soda for the next 5 days. Isn't that something? There's water and baking soda for 5 days. That's
That's
because that's what's in
suspicious.
my refrigerator. That's what's in my refrigerator.
The life of a single man, as they call it, right? The life of a single man. I ain't mad at it, man. He said I'm gonna be drinking water and baking soda. Boy, you might be able to make something with that baking soda, bro. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, you can make something with baking soda, but it's gonna get you 20 to 40 years. So you can't do that no more.
Oh my God. Free accounts trade personal data for access. Your prompts are routinely reviewed or used for future model training. So remember that they're training on your data if you choose to go. If you choose to go use ChatGPT, you cannot say we did not tell you this. If you choose to use ChatGPT, just remember what you tell it. You're training on their models. Now, if you have the Pro or the Max program, you can go into the settings and you can turn that off. But the free account, high demand times may still lead to slow output speeds compared to paid priority tiers. Of course, if you paying money, you're going to get high priority. If you're not paying no money, you already know what's going to happen. Image generation, document files, uploads, and voice chats remain strictly restricted under separate caps. So you might get 3 or 4 generations for the day. And, you got to make sure that your prompt is where it needs to be so you can maximize those free generations. All right. So that's what it is. Unlimited access encourages people to trust an automated text generator for everyday decisions without verifying facts, which creates a real risk when handling medical, financial, or legal issues. And I can tell you, a lot of people really start using it for, they use it for their medical issues, maybe a financial issue that they're dealing with. People are really starting to truly trust this, AI for a lot of things. So I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that people feel comfortable using it. And the more you use it, the more you're going to feel comfortable doing it. And I'm not saying that there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that that's just what it is. All right. So I hope that helps you. And yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Well, it has come to that time, Revis, to where we're going to start talking about this formula, as they call it. And this is what it is, the formula. What did they say? The formula. There it is. We talked about 4 articles today, y'all. Google killing AI assistant on September 4th. Surveillance pricing versus dynamic pricing. Disney and Netflix plan free tiers. And OpenAI drops limits on ChatGPT text. You see it right there on the screen. All of this equals up to convenience that shapes your choices. AI becomes the gatekeeper. Pricing becomes personalized. Free becomes ad supported. And platforms become harder to leave. Inform today so you could be in control tomorrow. All right. You know the word of the day, Nomic, sending out those cryptic messages. Google Assistant shutdown plus surveillance pricing plus free streaming tiers, unlimited AI access equals convenience that shapes your choices. It's right there. We tell you every week, stay informed, stay in control. These are real conversations and real solutions. And we tell you, this is why all of this matters. That's what it is, y'all. You can't say we didn't put it. We put it down so y'all can put it, so y'all can pick it up. That's basically what it is. Hopefully that you can take that information that's there, and hopefully you'll take advantage of some of it. I don't expect you to take advantage of all of it, but maybe you'll take advantage of some of it, and you go from there. But before you leave, we're not done with the show, but hopefully you'll consider doing this.
Hey, everybody. Guess what? Tall Boys got merch. I got merch. TBJ got merch. The Lab Tech Show has merch. All you have to do is go to shop.tallboy.us and pick something. Hey, we got something. Look at, you got the last holiday of the season coming up. You need to get the family together. Let's represent the Lab Tech Show. Guess what? We did it. That's right. We did it. And we still haven't got the 50 people yet. So if you use the promo code, we did it, you're still going to get 30% off of Lab Tech Show merch. Our favorite saying, TBJ merch. All you got to do is go to the Lab Tech Show page here to shop.tallboy.us. And if you're on your television or your computer, you see a QR code right there in the center. If you take a picture of that, it'll take you right there to the page. Go to shop.tallboy.us. Hey, everybody know that Revis don't do ships. Hey, but you can get on the plane. That's right. You can get on the plane. Hey, and we got them in all colors. We got them in all sizes. That's right. We got something to fit you. We got something to fit everybody. And not only that, we got stuff for the kids. That's right. We got baby merch. All you have to do is go to shop.tallboy.us, see what we got to offer. And if you use the promo code, we did it, you're going to get 30% off. That's right. That's only for a limited time now. Now, you know, tech is my energy. And since that's my energy and Tallboy energy, we need to have it as your energy. Not only can you get it in baby merch, I'm sure we got a shirt or something somewhere. So go to shop.tallboy.us, pick you out some merch, send us a picture so we can display you on the show. That's right. We just want to put it up there and say, hey, people actually buy it. Look at, go to shop.tallboy.us and show us your energy.
Well, Revis, somebody bought some merch. Hit the spot 1006 bought some merch, y'all. She said, we don't do relation planes. We don't do relationships. We don't do friendships, hardships, or partnerships because ships sink. She done went out and got it. Now, look, she be messing with you with the word of the day, so I'm going to mess with her back. She done went out and got that merch, y'all. So shop.tallboy.us. I know she like, why you leaving me on the screen like that so long, Shawty? So look, Matt Joyce has gotten merch. We're waiting on you. We'll feature you on the show if you get the merch. Pull up, get the merch. Now look, everybody don't feel comfortable sending money, and that's perfectly fine. We're giving you something tangible that you can walk away with, and you can use it as a talking piece when you're at work, around family, at a get together, or at an event. What is that? That makes sense. I like that. Hey, the Lab Tech Show. And then that's how you can start promoting the show, if that makes sense. So hopefully we gave you some great information that you can take away, take it back to your family. Hopefully you didn't gatekeep. You shared it with 2 or 3 people. I definitely appreciate it. Appreciate everything that you guys have done. Sheila Baker has always said tonight's show was so informative. Hopefully you guys definitely got some value out of it like she did. Great information. Have a great evening, everyone, says Lisa Maria. Thank you so much for pulling up. And then Memoirs of a Shy Girl said, I wanted to pick both flock cameras and AI. Well, they are both the same thing, Memoirs of a Shy Girl. But the only difference is these are license plate readers, whereas AI, we're trying to use it as in using regulation against, you know, the big, what they call it, the big 4, the big 5. So, you know, that I had to separate it a little bit. So I hope that, you know, they did not, you know, discourage anything. But let's see what we tied. Wow. We are tied, Revis. In the comments on YouTube, 47% say AI, 47% say flock cameras, and then subscription fees is 6%. In the YouTube comments, not on the poll question on the screen, but on the YouTube comments, we tied. Somebody needs to break the vote. That's what it is. I don't know who it's gonna be, but fellas, please support us, man. We really need y'all's feedback so we can get a male's perspective. I know you got us. I'm thinking about trying to bring some eye candy for y'all fellas. I know the ladies like, no. I like having Revis and I like having Tallboy, but you know, maybe the fellas might, you know, look, Revis and I have been talking about maybe we need to bring somebody, and maybe we just bring them on as a guest, bring some eye candy on as a guest so the fellas to get in the comments. You think we could do that?
Why not? I mean, the women got eye candy. They got me in.
Oh
you
shit!
sometime, but they got me.
This
I
man
am
said,
Mr. Sexy.
"Oh my God!" This man said he Mr. Sexy. Oh, well, the ladies do like to call you that, so I don't know, man. I can't
I'm
with
just
this
saying
guy.
the ladies got eye candy, so the men need some eye candy too.
No, I'm gonna let you be on the screen and say all that. I don't want to have nothing to do with that, brother. So go ahead, talk about your eye candy. Go ahead, Mr. Sexy Man. You over there doing a little.
Hey, Mr. Sexy Man,
No,
what your name is?
oh my God! Look, y'all.
I would like to think hit the spot 1006. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to us. Thank you very much for supporting us. We know we have your support anyway, but when you can go out and buy merch and show your support and you can go out and walk amongst people are going to ask you about that ship that you don't do. So you make sure you tell them and represent right. And to all the other people in here, listen, thank you for joining us. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here. That is a lot of support for us. But tell a couple people. We're going to still be here every week for you. We're still going to give you the best thing that we can give you. You're going to get the best information you can get. And remember, you heard it here first on the Lab Tech Show. So when stuff start happening, you say, oh, I already knew about that. People say, well, how'd you know about that? I heard it on the Lab Tech Show.
Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go.
This guy right. Oh man, them old folks, boy. Them old folks be doing them old school dances with the new school music. I ain't mad at it. Shout out to Memoirs of the She said, I'm over here cracking up, man. She said, I'm truly cracking up. He said he is dirty old man on the other show. Well, you said he said he's a dirty old man on the other show. Oh, that's on the Conversations. Oh, okay, I guess. Oh, okay. I forgot to tell you, tall boy, on that time when you was gone, he was acting. Oh, you was acting up when I was gone. Oh, when you and Matt was on the show. Oh, they telling on you, boy. He said, "Ooh,
Memoirs of a Shy Girl." You stop that. That's called snitching. You can't do that, okay? No snitching here. Oh, hell no.
Period.
Look, Memoirs of a Shaw Garrett. I control the buttons over here. Yeah, Revis was being bad. Oh, they really telling you, boy. They said you was out there acting up. You and Matt. Okay, well, you and awesome fun things. Hey, that's what you're supposed to do when I'm gone.
Hey, we have fun.
Cause a little controversy, so then when I come back, I can pick up the pieces. I got you. Look, y'all, it is a live show. Thank you guys so much for supporting what we got going on. It really does mean a lot to me that you guys did pull up. And as always, we're here to just give you this information. We want you to walk away being a little bit more knowledgeable. We could have talked about Pixel 11 today, but I knew that these were topics that were more important. Everyone else is going to be talking about Pixel and what Google just dropped today. We could talk about that, but I think dynamic pricing, I think Google Assistant, ChatGPT, and free tiers on Netflix and Disney was a little bit more valuable. So no knock to any of these products because I like them. I support them. I purchased them, but I thought that today's show was a little bit more important. So thank you guys so much for supporting us, pulling up, tell 2 or 3 people what we got going on. The replay is available. And let me make this real clear, and I'm out of here on this one. We invite you to the live show, and we understand that you may not be able to watch live in real time. But if you made it this far, if you can't make it, the replay is always available. You just can't talk to us in real time. This is a real time show. When we F up, we F up. When the sound don't go right, the sound don't go right. When the stuff start messing, the tech be teching, it be in real time. And we ask you to be a part of that journey. Not saying that you got to watch bad TV or bad anything, but what we're saying is, hey, we want you to be a part of this and you get a chance to interact with us. You can talk to us and then you can voice your questions, your comments in real time, and we can have dialogue behind it. And that's it. So if you can't catch us live, we understand. Comment in the comments. Let us know that you're there. And just know that you're appreciated. And that's basically what it is. So on that note, I appreciate y'all. And Revis, until next week, God willing, it's another edition of the Lab Tech Show.
You already know.
Tall boy.
We tapped into the hype. You got the playbook. We discussed it. And now you have the formula.
No matter the coast, from the north to the south, north to the south, we put the game from the lab in your house, in your house. You got the word of the day. We broke it all down, broke it all down. It is coming, like it or not, all over the town, all over the town. The vision is set, now it is time to execute, time to execute. Take what you learned, get out of your way, get out of your way. Build up your legacy, make it come true, make it come true. We back next week at 8. It is on you, it's on you. See you next week.